Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Balboa. In this video, I'm going to be going over a SAE ITOSHI build on the new Bluelock game on Roblox called Shuudan. Before we get into the video, if you guys can get me to 400 subs by the end of the week, I'd greatly appreciate that. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, so to start off this build, it's a height 10 build with power shot. One of the best builds that you can possibly get in the game currently. The only build that would be better than this would be a 25 height speedster. But yeah, I'll be going into the training mode so you guys can actually see the numbers on the stats. Alright, so here it is in training. So as you guys can see, my stats, once when it's fully maxed out, my power will be at 165. Control is kind of alright. My speed's already maxed out. It's at 30, which is the highest that can be without speedster. And then my stamina is kind of alright. It's at 180, maxed out at 200, which is pretty whatever. The slide speed is really good, maxed out at 83. That's honestly one of the highest I've ever seen and will be really beneficial once when it is higher up. But yeah, now I'll be showing you guys the skill tree for this build. So pretty much all that I did was go straight for explosion shot, and I did end up getting it. The next thing that I'll do on this build is either go up on control for one of these, or maybe even jump for the in-air trap. It really just depends. I'll probably end up going up on control though, just because the control is already kind of low and I kind of want to get up. But yeah, this is one of the best builds that you can possibly get in this game. Alright, so as you guys can see now, I'm in game at striker. So yeah, SAE ITOSHI build should go pretty well. My last few matches have all been leading by like 10 points, but it was kind of against bot teams, so we'll see if this game goes the same. But yeah, it's a really good build, has a lot of power, explosion shot, the speed, it has 30 speed, which is always nice. But yeah, explosion shot's broken. I can shoot from here, goes in pretty easily. Like I said in my skill showcase, explosion shot is the one that I recommend the most out of all the skills to get. Honestly, like, it leads apart. I don't really recommend anything other than explosion shot. After getting the explosion shot, sure, go for something else, but for sure your first one should be explosion shot. There's really no doubt about that. But yeah, this build is also really good for passing. I can pass all the way from here and see he gets it, and that was like pretty far as well. So you can really do anything with this build. The only thing that I would say is a bit meh with this build is probably defense, but it's still possible. I still play defense perfectly fine with this build. So, but yeah, striking, playing the wing, midfield, anything that you want to do with this build is possible. If you're going to want to go about actually obtaining this build, the best way would just be to farm alt accounts and hope that you can get power shot on a height 10 build. That's really the only thing that you can do, or sit there and wait for a code. But it seems like every single specialty code only lasts for a day anyways, so the chances of you actually like being there on time to use the code is already pretty low. But it's possible. Specialties are a 1% chance, so I know this build isn't very ideal for most of you, but I just wanted to showcase it so you can see what a pretty much endgame build will look like. And this build's actually only level 20 right now, so it's not nearly as good as it will be once when it is fully done. But yeah, it's still definitely pretty good right now. I honestly forgot that they even had a GK, I'm not gonna lie. He hasn't been doing anything this whole game. But yeah, most of my games end up in complete just blowouts, like not even close. So there is one build that's better than this in my opinion, and that would be a height 25 speedster. That's because it's pretty much the same build with more speed and more stamina, which obviously will make it better. But the only problem with that build is that it takes forever to get your speed up. Everyone that I know that has a height 25 speedster, they have to get their treadmill to like level 50 before they can even max out their speed. So if you really want to do hours of training on the treadmill, then go ahead, I guess. They did reduce the time, but that's not for me. I would just prefer to have this build. This build only took like level 30 treadmill, which is still a lot, but it's a lot better than getting it to like 50, 55. But yeah, the main strong suits of this build would definitely be striking or playmaking. Playmaking obviously for the passes, but you can still do really well as a striker, so kind of whatever position you want to play is possible with this build. But as you guys can see right here, my stamina obviously is down because it's only at 180, which is the only thing that I missed from my last build, which was a height 13 track star build. But yeah, obviously this build is a lot better for everything else, so it doesn't really matter. Teammate shoots it straight at the GK. Not surprising, most people seem to do that. If you are a striker, like if that is your main position, the number one tip I can give you is don't shoot in the strike or the GTA's face. I would usually shoot from like that line right there, or just farther away, because if you shoot right in front of the GTA, obviously they're just gonna save it with the GTA hitboxes. So yeah, I would shoot from farther away. If you don't have the power to do that, then just try to abuse the faith shot. There's a cooldown now, but they'll still fall for it like 90% of the time. But yeah, once when this build is fully maxed out, it will be like one of the best builds ever that I've played on. Just because of the slide speed alone, like 83 slide speed is way crazier than you guys think. Like, someone slides, and I slide even slightly after them, I'll still be the one to get the ball, because 83 slide speed, like, the highest I've ever seen was 40, and it was broken. So, yeah. But it could just be RNG, because I'm pretty sure most of the stats like that and control are RNG. But even without that factor, I mean, still 83, that's still broken. But the main carries of this build is definitely the speed and power. Once when I max out the power, this build will be insanely broken. But for pubs, the explosion shot is really good as well, so I mean, pretty much everything about this build carries it. There is no one carry. For practice, I would definitely say the speed carries it though. Oh, he actually got that GTA hitbox. Because that was like nowhere near him. It was at least way higher than him, but whatever. But yeah, another tip that I can give you guys for pubs especially is the halftime. Whenever halftime activates, like the little whistle, whatever team has the ball, the other team will receive it. So let's say my team has the ball and halftime whistle blows, then the other team will get it. So the only way to really counter this is if you are the one with the ball, you can try to kick it to the enemy. And obviously then you'll get the ball at halftime. That's the only thing that you really can do. If you're playing with a team, like a pre-made squad, and most of them are in your game, then it makes it a lot easier, just throw it to the enemies, I guess. But yeah, for now, there's no team system, so you're pretty much just gonna have to get lucky with teammates and hope that they know that trick as well. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can score and then they get the ball, make it a bit easier on ourselves. But yeah, the only downside of this build, like I said, was the stamina. And we are gonna get the ball in second half as long as someone doesn't take it. Yeah, we're good. And I get my stamina back, so we're chilling. But yeah, I would definitely say this is probably a definitely top 3 build in the game. My personal top 3 would probably be number 1 as a height 25 speedster, because that build's just beyond broken. And then this build, a height 10 power shot. And then probably one of the GTA builds, honestly. Really just depends though. I think as a GTA main, like GTA mains are the most valuable person to the team if you actually get one. For example, I'm on Ubers for lead and we have Override and he's the second best GTA in the game. And it definitely makes a big difference playing with a good GTA versus a bad one. Speaking about the league, if you guys want to join, I will have an updated link in the description. I know you guys were saying that my link was invalid or something. So yeah, I'll have an updated link. I don't know why I shot that directly at him. But yeah, I'll have an updated link to that. And league games did officially start as of yesterday. My team ended up winning 9-1. The biggest blowout was like 13-0. I don't even know how you lose that bad in the league, like, but it's possible, I guess. But yeah, I will have a link to that, and if you're good enough, you could get recruited to a team. Also in the league, I host scrims. One of my other friends hosts scrims every day for a few hours at least. So yeah, you guys can join up on those as well and improve at the game. I definitely say scrims are the #1 way to improve at the game, and it's not even really close. Like, scrims are really good for improving, because you're kind of just playing hours with actual good players rather than these pub players, and it definitely makes a big difference. Oh, I should have shot. Whatever. I'm still getting used to this build. This is only like my 4th game on it, so I'm not playing that the best, but whatever. Still winning. Doesn't really matter. No stamina. Still gold though. Nope. This GK is actually not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. At first I thought I was just shooting directly at it, but I'm starting to think otherwise now. My GK is, well, right here in midfield. So definitely a GK diff on this one, but we do have better strikers, so I'm not gonna complain. Maybe we don't have better strikers. What was that? That is one thing that you cannot rely on from randoms is passes, because they actually use the E pass. That's actually another tip that I wanted to go over. Stop using the E and R pass. Like, only shoot to pass. It's the only thing that's really viable. Hopefully I have enough power. Yeah. But yeah, only shoot to pass. There's so many people in scrims, even these pub games, that still use E or R. I mean, R is viable in pubs, but practice, don't use E or R at all. Especially now with the directional passes. If you use the E pass, it's honestly just gonna stuff you more than it helps you. The amount of times I've seen people accidentally directional pass and they end up losing the game because of it is too high. Because I'm pretty sure directional pass was supposed to be a skill that you unlock on the skill tree, but it was given to everyone instead. So yeah, a slight error, but it can help sometimes. I have seen some crazy plays. If I find one, I'll put one up on screen right now, but
you're not, because he's just doing bad this game.
There has been some crazy plays with the directional pass, but I would say overall it's not that great of an addition at all, actually. For most people, it's not going to help you. But yeah, this match is pretty much going to be a blowout. It's probably just going to end like 12-3, so I'll probably just skip to the end of it. That's pretty much all I have to say about this build. That's going to be it for the SAE ITOSHI build. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I'll have more content like this out very soon. This is just the start of these types of builds. I'll have more builds like this out very soon. If you guys want different content though, let me know down in the comments down below what you guys want to see next. Or if you guys want to see a whole different game next. I know Anime Showdown's coming out and a bunch of other games are coming out. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.